Hey laser crafters, it's almost Halloween, so let's make some cute Halloween decor. Hello, I am Katie from thecraftyblogStalker.com, and if you're new to my channel, make sure and hit that subscribe button. I've got most of the supplies laid out here, and I do have a supply list with shoppable links either in the description of this video, in the blog post, or through this QR code. The design that we'll be using is an SVG cut file that I created specifically for this project that can be found at my website, thecraftyblogStalker.com. The design is intended for 3mm material and it should not be resized, otherwise then the pieces won't fit together correctly. I'll start with my laser and cut the design using 3mm MDF. Since all laser machines are different, I cannot give specifications on power or speed, so that should be something that you know how to do beforehand. All of my pieces have been cut with my laser, so now I'm ready to paint. I like to use a large piece of paper, and I'm going to tape that down. Then I'll tape my pieces down to this paper. To do that, I'll take a long strip of masking tape and fold it over on itself. Put that down, and I want all of this same color of pieces to go on one strip of masking tape. These are all going to be white. Then the tape can hold the pieces for me and I don't have to get paint on my fingers. This strip will be for my yellow pieces. Push out those eyes. Those are also going to be yellow. Or are those black? I think those are black. I had to go back and check my design. I can remember if they were yellow or black. They are black, but the eyes are yellow. The pumpkin is orange. Just the very bottom of this piece with the Halloween is going to be painted black as well. And these pieces right here don't need to be painted. I'll use this plate as my paint palette. And when painting, I like to use makeup sponges. They're a lot cheaper than foam brushes, and I even cut them in half. Unless you're painting a bigger area and then you'd want to use a paintbrush. But for a small piece like this, it will be perfect. I'll start with the white. To paint, I just dip that fat end of the sponge and dab it in the paint, and then I dab it onto my pieces. See how that tape holds those pieces so I don't have to, and then my fingers don't end up all painted. I'll probably do 2 to 3 coats of each color. Let's do black. I'm just gonna do the bottom part here. Yellow for the cat eyes and orange for our pumpkin. I'll let these dry and then I'll come in with a second coat. I've done my second coat and my black looks really good, but I think I'm going to add another coat to my white, yellow, and orange. I'm all done painting, but before I assemble, I need to make sure that my pieces are really dry. So I'm gonna let them sit like this for probably about 10-15 minutes. My pieces are dry, so now I can begin assembling. I am using some simple wood glue, nothing fancy, and I'm gonna come back to my little paint tray. Put some glue there in the middle. I have this paintbrush. This is my designated glue brush, so I can paint glue onto the back of my pieces. I like doing this because then I can control how much glue is on there a little bit better, making sure that I don't have a bunch of glue that comes out around my edges. I've also got a pair of tweezers for my letters because they are pretty small. I am going to start by putting the letters on this bottom piece. Now, if you remember, at the bottom, we just scored in those letters. That is so we know exactly where to put the letters. I'll start with my H, paint on some glue there on the back, and then place my letter. The letter covers up that score, so you don't even know that they're there. I'm just going to repeat this for all of the letters. All of my letters are now glued in place. Next, I can put my pumpkin, and I'm just going to line that up with the edge of the pumpkin here on this piece. I'll add some glue and then center that on, just aligning those edges. Next, let's do our pumpkin base pieces. These eyes only fit in there one way. We might have to turn them, find that placement. There we go. Then we can add that tail. Same thing, just aligning it to those other edges. Do our cat head. Our cat eyes are nice and tiny. And the eyes are not universal. There's only one eye that fits per socket. So So you'll want to make sure that you don't force it in, that you have the correct eye for the correct placement. That is looking so cute. This piece with nothing on it, this is our main back. I can add some glue. I'll just add a little bit to this since it's a bigger piece. Then these little triangles right here are to help it stand up. I'm going to add glue there, quite a bit of glue, and push them in there. This side I'm okay if the glue ekes out a little bit. I'd rather have more glue than not enough glue. I'll let those dry. Now we can turn it over, and there is our super cute Happy Halloween shelf sitter. It stands up so well, you can't see it as well when it's standing up, but isn't that so cute? Perfect for a shelf, a mantle, a desk, so many places that you could put this cute Halloween decor. Thank you for joining me, and make sure to visit my website, thecraftyblogsstalker.com, so that you can grab this SVG file and make this Halloween decor yourself. You can also find me at Made It Myself TV on YouTube, and of course my website, thecraftyblogsstalker.com. Thanks everyone. Bye and happy crafting.